Hey guys, this is Chris from Smithy Finance. Welcome back. This is the midday market report for February 4th, and it's a calmer day. We've had Canada yesterday afternoon, evening, come to an agreement with the US to pause the 25% tariffs. So there's 30 days to sort that out. We have, the Canadian side has agreed to more fervently patrol the border and beef that up so we can reduce the drugs that pass over the border. So anyway, that's good news, and we have a calmer market. We have the Dow up 74, the NASDAQ is doing better, up 200, and Toronto is up 140 points. The Canadian dollar is rallying on the back of that. Now, the Canadian dollar has been a total dog, and so we get a little bit of relief today. I don't know how long that'll last. Certainly the King dollar, the US dollar, is back. And the king of the US dollar is Bitcoin. And we had a nice rebound in it yesterday, though a little bit lower today. We do have gold and silver higher. And a couple of the stocks that I've talked about are rallying. And I think we should talk about it because there's, these things should be traded. I'm a real believer of scaling in and scaling out of positions. So if I like a stock, let's talk about Aya Gold and Silver, which is having a good day finally. It's been crappy for a while. But if I like a stock, I'll take a position. If it goes down, I will add. So the initial position is usually not that big, maybe 1/6, 1/5, 1/4 of what I want to own. And as it goes down, because they often go against, I will add. So I'll buy some right away off the offer if I like a stock, and then I'll put a bid in, maybe 3% lower, 2% lower, and then I'll put, if that gets filled, I'll do another one below that, another one below that, and so forth. And when the stock rallies, I will give them a little bit. Always, always, always. As I talked about before, I hate the round trip, so I will give them some. So today, let me just have a quick look. Aya's up 6%. It's at 12.5. I did buy some recently at 11, actually in the high 10s and 11s, but my average price is 13. So I'm no hero on this one. But when you do get a move, and particularly if you've been buying lower, you get a move, it's time to give them a little bit because the next move is probably going to be down, and it's nice to have some buying power. Again, every stock chops. They all do this. And as a trader, we try to take advantage of that chop and collect some wins along the way. That's my livelihood. I don't have any other job. I do have some property that brings in an income, but it's not enough. I have to live off my investment acumen. Ivanhoe as well has had a good day. I mentioned that yesterday. I bought some as low as $14.75 and I paid $15.13 for some yesterday. Today I sold a little bit at $16.20 and I have an offer at $16.45. That's my cat. Yeah, so this is how the game goes, and we just stay on it. Another thing that's happened is Reddit has had a good move. Like I said, the Nasdaq's up 200. Reddit is 215. I don't have a huge position in Reddit. I've got probably 20% of what I want to have. And this happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll take that pilot position, that first position, and it just goes. And you don't really have a chance unless you get really aggressive. And I don't like getting aggressive. The market is schizophrenic enough that there's usually at some point an opportunity to buy that stock at a better price. And we want to mitigate risk at all times. Even if we don't get our full position on a situation, at least you've got some. If it rips, great, you can sell it and done. Or you can watch it rip, listen to the financial progress of the company, watch the milestones, the earnings along the way, and then it might be time to add some at a higher level. I am certainly hoping that I'll get another chance. The earnings do come out next week. We'll see what they say. It may be worth given the earnings, it might be worth getting more aggressive. But on the other hand, if the stock gaps up 20% off the earnings, I might just blast what I've got and say thank you very much and be done with it. But of course, keep it on the watch list. This is what we're always trying to do. MicroStrategy is a huge position for me. In fact, I was looking over the last year or two, and the Canadian stocks have been mostly sideways. Oil, gold and silver have been okay, but I mean, the gold and silver prices are way up, but the stocks have not kept track with some exceptions, but lots of them are underperforming, and there should be some catch up there. Copper hasn't done that well. Uranium stocks have not done that well. Lots of chop. I try to play the chop, but really I'm looking for the chop to go higher, not sideways. And you can make pennies on the sideways, but you can make, dollars and hundreds of dollars on the upswing. So I think there's going to be a catch up at some point. So we got to stay in that game, got to keep an eye on it, be ready to press even more when the time is right. And as always, I have offers on all of my stocks at higher levels, and on the ones that I really like, I have bids underneath as well in case there's a momentary pullback. So yeah, again, back to MicroStrategy. They do have their earnings tomorrow. That'll be really interesting. Their preferred issue that I talked about on Friday closes tomorrow, so we should start to see that trade, STRK. I know I've talked a lot about Bitcoin, but I think without it, my account would have been more or less sideways, up a little bit the last year, and instead it's been great because MicroStrat and Bitcoin have done so well on MicroStrat. I don't know, it's up 8x from where it was a year ago. It can do that again, guys. So anyway, it's worth. We'll see what the earnings are. They're going to come up with big earnings because they're finally be able to mark up their Bitcoin holdings and show the difference between their cost price and the current price. So that will go in as earnings under this new FASB accounting rule. All right. Otherwise, man, it's nice to be a little bit quieter on the market. I've had a chance to sit and relax and kind of enjoy life a little bit more rather than being just staring at the screen. So that's it for today. I should be putting out a long form video tonight if everything goes right. And remember, you got to work out. It's not enough to be rich. You got to be rich and jacked. If you don't know, I have a fitness channel, Smithy Fitness, but it's huge compared to this channel. But hopefully we'll grow it. All right, thanks. That's it for now. I'll see you in the next one.